The federal government's recent reapproval of the Trans Mountain pipeline and tanker expansion project was met once again with a wave of legal challenges from a number of First Nations, including Tsleil-Waututh, Squamish, Coldwater, the Secwepemc, as well as a number of others. Many of those are the same ones who brought you the last legal challenge that stopped this pipeline in its tracks. Those cases will be heard over the next number of months, and I believe that there's a great chance of success that will have the same outcome as last time, which was stopping this project dead in its tracks and quashing the approvals. There's lots of reasons for that. One of them is that unfortunately our federal government continues its pursuit of the legal floor or the minimum when it comes to consultation. And what happens when you aim for the floor and you miss what you're aiming for is you get quashed in court, and that's what we saw last time. Of course, there's the matter of the government owning the pipeline this time around, which is different from last time. That actually puts them in a really difficult position of trying to make an unbiased decision. You know, how can they do that as the owner, as the decision maker, as the regulator, as the enforcer of their own laws like the Fisheries Act, the Navigable Waters Act, and then as well as the fiduciary to First Nations, which means they have to make a decision in the best interest of those First Nations, as well as a fiduciary to future generations of Canadians. And we know that this is the exact wrong direction that we need to go in a climate emergency. So we're going to see this play out over the next number of months. You'll hear lots of conversation and lots of statements from the government saying that they've learned their lesson, that they're doing better. But the reality is you cannot have reconciliation by running roughshod over Indigenous rights, by forcing a pipeline without the consent of Indigenous peoples. And I know that the opponents of this pipeline will continue to rise up. We'll continue to use all of the tools we have to stop it, because this is going to benefit not just us who live here in this beautiful part of the world, but everyone who relies on a safe, clean environment, on healthy, clean air and clean water. So I want to thank you all for your support. Can't do it without the movement of people that's come together, not just around this pipeline, but around climate justice globally. And we're a small part of this larger movement. And so I want to thank you and see you on the streets and in the courtrooms.